Welcome in, my people. Happy Wednesday and a happy New Year's Eve for that matter. I do hope everyone is doing well. For those who don't know, I'm Scone, and over here we are playing video games, both old and new, for the first time since 2009. Today we are loading up with a magical masterpiece, is what I always refer to it as, which is of course Hogwarts Legacy for our 100% completionist finale. Listen, I have a few things to say, and I'm scripted to ensure I don't forget anything at all. In all honesty, it's a bittersweet symphony moment, knowing that this is officially coming to an end, but I definitely kind of longed out the best I could have. This was the first story mode campaign I played in over 15 years, and with how far games had come, like in that time, it was a treat for this to be exactly that. Hands down, from what I remember, to be one of the most incredible gaming experiences I've personally ever had, for sure. Now, on the last stream, which was somehow near on 4 weeks ago, we 100%ed all main quests, finishing off like the main story mode, which obviously finished off with the death of Ranrok. We hit level 37 and we finished off those insanely annoying Summoner's Court games. And actually did make solid progress on the overall quest completion category. Now, since that time, I have been on stream up until now. So what I've basically done off stream, we'll be able to visualize in just a moment. But we hit level 39. It took a while, but the penny dropped. You actually can't hit level 40 until another cat is 100%. So I kind of had to wait for today to hit the max level. And then just generally, like over the weeks of having our standard streaming rotation, playing this off stream, genuinely put hours and hours running like all the behind the scenes work to kind of even get us to this 99% rather, position. And the main reason for that was, we'll go into it in a bit more detail when I actually like show the categories and all the things you kind of have to do. But I just didn't think it would be the funnest thing to kind of watch that. Me just kind of pulling up on IGN all these locations for these specific things, and I wouldn't be very, I think I'd just be very vacant in the stream, and it just didn't really make much sense for me to do that. But like I said, we'll touch on that in just a moment. In terms of this stream, of course, we are hitting 100% completionist award, and having our final stream on the final day of the year, being the Hogwarts Legacy finale, which, funnily enough, was the first ever game I streamed on this channel back on October 22nd. Where's the time magically gone, eh? A joke. Anyways, today we are, of course, taking on the last 1%, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is now before we go any further. We have literally, actually in hindsight, I probably should have kept a bit more back for the final stream, because majority of this one is going to be me yapping, breaking down, talking the game, with just a little bit in the middle. So we've got one more troll to kill, one more Mongol to take down, for our combat 100%. Exploration wise, we literally have just one final Hogwarts secret to take care of. Field guide pages, we literally have to get one more page from the Highlands. We'll just have a little fly around there when I'm yapping later on. And then the only other things that I want to do is I want to go ahead and look at the Graphorn and the Unicorn Shiny Offspring reveal. That also took a hell of a long time, but we'll touch on that in a little bit. Also, I've not seen them yet, and somehow I've managed to avoid every single spoiler that shows you exactly what they look like. So, yeah. Other than the Shiny Offspring and all of the above, I also want to do like my little recap and rating, but that's going to be at the very end of the video. So if anyone cares to hear that, that's when it's going to be. Need to say, oh, and also as well, if you are randomly watching this Hogwarts Legacy stream, there's a playlist on the channel which includes every single Hogwarts Legacy stream we've done, so feel free to go and check those out. And goodness me, Just before we get going, in case you didn't know, we are live every single day, 7 days a week over on the Scone Time channel. So if you watch this live and direct or at a later date, I of course love you all just as much, but do your boy a massive favour. If you watch the videos, enjoy the videos, even just a tiny bit, dropping a like and or a sub is massively appreciated. It takes you less than a second, costs you nothing, does bits for the channel, and it really does mean the world to me. Okay. That wasn't too long. Wasn't too bad, I don't think. Without further ado, intros and pleasantries aside, let's go and complete officially Hogwarts Legacy. How bad is that? Game froze. Only the Sky Time channel. Bloody you. Bloody you. Are you mad? That is just it's getting too smooth for me, wasn't it? It was all just going far too well. But we're all good. We are all good. The show will go on. But yeah, so that's the first bit of yapping. The thing is, like I said, I think it's going to be more of a yappy stream than a sort of playing heavy stream. And the only reason for that is because there's a lot that I wanted to say, hence the script. Now we've got audio, now we're good, now we're loading in. I also don't think we were wearing this outfit. Let me just get my big fat out of the way. I actually don't think we were wearing this outfit last time I saw you, but yes, we do have the Guys mask on. As to why, I'm really not sure. And we, of course, did get our special Hogwarts robe. The Gryffindor house robe. But let's just pre this. Yes, 30th of December yesterday was the last little bit of finishing off I had to do, put in preparation for today. As we can see, 56 hours clocked, level 39. Now I can join the party again. I actually thought we were going to be in a position to get this completionist, if you will, episode or stream, whatever you want to call it, done over Christmas. Hence why there is a Christmas tree in the middle of our room of requirement. But now I've spot for choice. Let's also pre this. This is the special house robe that you get for collecting all those house. Excuse me, I thought I was going to do a massive burp there, but it just disappeared. I did not. Nothing to see in the room of requirement for now because we are going to be avoiding vivariums for a moment. And I also really hope we'll touch on that in a little bit. Right. That reminds me. Let me just go and get something real fast, and then I will be back in the room. I will leave you with him. I'm ever so sorry about that. Oh, why has it gone black screen for me? How weird. I came back and then my gaming monitor side went black. Let's hope we do not have any technical difficulties today. So you guys are really loud. You guys are really quiet even. Oh, I know why. I think I actually turned it down when I was... Oh. Apparently not. Just showing on my side that you guys seem very quiet. Anywho, we obviously have our list of things to be doing. I tell you what, makes far more sense. Now we're in the stream, let's have a look at what's right in front of us right here, right now. As we can see, overall progress 99%. Now this is, I guess, probably a good opportunity to quickly kind of talk about all of this now, and then we will get going. I think that makes probably the most sense. And that's just to kind of touch on just how much there is to be doing with this game. I can't remember my exact kind of overall progress on percentage just doing the main missions, but I had already done and spent a lot of time doing stuff like the remove requirement, not purposely, I just kind of enjoyed that space quite a lot and what you could kind of do there. So, you know, to get 100% remove requirement, we just kind of quickly get through it all, just to kind of really break down exactly what has been done leading up to this in the 56 hours playtime. I reckon I could have probably done all of the above in maybe like 41 hours. I know it's kind of random, it's just I spent a lot of time being very lost and a lot of time just customizing the requirement to be completely transparent. Oh, and the RNG and the time spent on like shiny spawns, but we'll touch on that in a minute. So yeah, breed 10 unique beasts, which is just every single beast family. Rescue 10, 20, 30. It's quite nice to do these in intervals because you obviously get a little challenge for each time you kind of progress. I thought that was quite nice, you know, rewarding, if you will. Upgrade your gear 5, 10, and 15. Again, a little bit of reward. The remove requirement is obviously the easiest category to 100%, and that probably makes sense for us to quickly swoop to what we even have 100% of, and that is quests. Obviously, like I say on the last stream, we did actually 100% this category live and direct. Complete 14 main story quests. There is only 14 main story quests, I believe, but they branch out and there's then a big umbrella of things that kind of come off that, and a lot of side quests you kind of have to do to really put you in good stead for said main mission. So again, it kind of goes up in intervals. You get, in my opinion, this is the best complete fit in the game. And I'll put it on in just a second. And then it's all the side relationship quests. I mean, granted, you know, we could, I mean, complete 32 side relationship quests. I can't remember though if it was 32 period or if there was a couple of extras and they only needed you to do 32. I'm not 100% sure because it was a little while ago. But yeah, either way, the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, you can essentially get your main story quest done reasonably fast. But if you want 100% every single thing like we've decided to do like crazy people's, as you can see, there is just a hell of a lot to get done. I think naturally, if you do the main story, you would obviously achieve all main quests, but I think you might be held back depending on where you are on side quests. I could be a little bit wrong on that though. So obviously remove requirement, that's quests. Field guide pages. Now this one is probably one of the most time consuming things that I had to do. If you don't know the game, then I'll touch on that in just a moment, but if you do, obviously you know that field guide pages a lot of the time kind of have to be revelioed to even be seen, or you have to do a certain spell to kind of activate if it's one of the statues or if it's whatever it may be. And they want you to get 25 in the area of Hogsmeade, a whopping 50 in Hogwarts. That is a lot of field guide pages. And 16 in the Highlands, and obviously that is the last one that we are going to probably start with. I think we'll just kind of fly straight over there and have a little bit of a yap about that. But yeah, that took a lot of doing. I think before I actually had to like run over on IGN and actually really like map everything out, I was probably up to maybe like between like the 15 and 25 mark by the time I had finished the main storyline. Hogsmeade, we had a little bit more to do, but I think it really just depends on how you're playing the game. Are you just want to come in and do the main storyline, or if you want to really 100% it, do every single thing, get every single unlock? Obviously, you know, a lot of this is like just cosmetics more so than anything else. But yeah, that one we will do in just a moment. I think it just makes sense to get all the yapping out at the beginning, and then we could just kind of get underway. Exploration. Okay, we'll touch on combat and then we'll finish on exploration. So again, there is quite a lot to do on the combat category. 100 dark wizards, 25 dark bogs, 100 goblins, 36 Inferni. I mean, some of them ain't too bad. 12 famous foes. I think there's only 12 or 13 famous foes in the game anyways. Spiders 100. Trolls, they want us to take down 15. We obviously only have one left. And Mongrels 30. We only have one left. As to why I randomly say one troll and one mongrel, there is no reason. I don't know why. I was just way underway and I was like, oh, maybe we'll keep some of the dueling feats for the last stream, and I was kind of going to do that, and like I say, for the sake of transparency, I was actually kind of intending to keep a lot more than what we have done for this final stream, but on the grand scheme of things, like I said, and this kind of links into what I touched on earlier, I just didn't think it would be the most fun thing to stream of me being very vacant and out the room doing 42 dueling fests or chasing down 29 mongrels, or even worse, the field guide pages. Like, you really want me to be sitting here out the room half looking at the IGN breakdown of where they all are located? Like, it wasn't even the funnest thing for me to even do, but because I had like set my heart on the first game as well, I have 100%, or I'm going to be 100% completing like fully start to finish side quests and all since Halo 3, and obviously that's way prior, even 2009. So yeah, that's the combat. We touched on that, and finally exploration, without doubt the most time consuming cap to 100%, at least in my personal opinion. Collect ancient magic. Again, like all of the challenges, you get kind of rewarded as you progress through. Ancient magic traces, 12 of those. Pop balloons, these one done my boxing because there only is the exact amount you need to actually get, and I was missing like 3 sets, and I went to every single 15 like twice, and I was clearly like missing a couple of sets, losing my mind, like literally so painful, and then eventually just realized the map was just slightly off and it was on the other side. But very time consuming stuff. It's no easy feat is the point I'm just trying to make to get this like 100%. And to be honest, after doing mainline, I was like, I probably won't, but then I just realized how much fun I have playing this game, and it just made sense for me to do. So anyways, 12 on the magic traces, 15 sets of balloons, 8 landing platforms, 12 Merlin trials. They're a bit time consuming, I'll be completely honest. The only good thing about the Merlin trials is that they actually appear on the map. So as long as you kind of explore that area, they're nice and easy just to pinpoint on your map. Whereas landing platforms, balloons, they don't appear on your map, nor do astrology tables. And obviously the 3 Hogwarts secrets, 2 of which we have done on stream in previous streams. We have 1 left of those, and then we will be finishing that. So the last thing that we need left to do is the final Hogwarts secret. Like I said, was it going to be really fun for me to kind of stream flying up and down the islands, doing 20+ Merlin trials and astronomy tables, and literally losing my mind over balloons? Probably not. But that's basically that. We have obviously touched on everything we need to touch on previous recapping. Now what we've got to do, what's going to happen at the end of the stream when I just have a final little waffle. But it's time. We are going to go ahead and get some things boxed off. I think we will start with heading into the Highlands and trying to find a field guide page. I have no idea how long this is going to take. So we shall just get out there, get in the Highlands, and see how we go. I think it just makes sense for us to actually kind of do it like that. Let me just quickly check one more thing. Okay. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do the field guide page first. And then we'll do... Cool. We'll do the field guide page, then we will do the troll and the mongrel, then we'll do the secret, then we'll do the offspring reveal, and then we will do our recap and our ending, and then everybody can go and get smashed for New Year's Eve. How about it? To the Highlands we must go. you know, absolutely love this game, and I touch on it a bit more later on when we touch on the recap and the review, if you will. What do I touch on? I don't even know. I just blanked. Ignore me. I blanked because I realised I don't know why there's Merlin Trials showing on the map, but I'll touch on that also a little bit later. Highlands. Where even is the Highlands? This is all the Highlands. So do I just need to just... Oh. I don't get it. So it just wants me to... Okay, well, let's just get out here and then we'll just kind of loop. We're just going to have to go Revelio crazy, to be completely honest with you, and try and find this last field guide page in the Highlands. The only thing actually thinking about it, right? I hope... Oh, and by the way, I touched on this a little bit more later, but one thing I really, really, really love about this game is the flying. I spent so much time just like finding myself just flying around and like looking at the world around me. Like it's so beautifully done. And now obviously, yes, I don't have the software and systems yet to stream in the highest definition. But on my gaming monitor on my Series X, it looks insane. But anyways, we're getting distracted anyways. We're getting distracted. Where should we head? I say we just kind of like... I tell you what, let's head here, and then we'll kind of loop down here, because then we'll be able to see like the big famous like train line and stuff. Oh, it's so good to hear your voice, my friend. Anyways, we do need to actually find this field guide page though. Ooh. A little bit sharpy. Look, Hogsmeade Station. We might just have to do a little bit of a walk around as well on today's stream and just kind of have a little look around. And I think there's actually, it seems like a spot there would probably be a field guide page. Nothing to make a noise there. Just like we will continue pushing on. But yeah, no, for me it's like, it's just such a beautiful world, and like I say about the flying, like I really enjoy that a lot on this game. The only thing I'd say about this robe though is that sometimes like when the air blows up it kind of gets a bit like stuck up his backside.
Revelio.
Let's do Revelio. We need to keep our ear out as well for keep our ear out for the noise of our final field guide page. But this is also another thing, the map is so big, like I've never just kind of flew over here, you know? There's just so many, the map is so huge that you'll like fly by somewhere and be like, nah, I definitely ain't ever been here before. And I love that. You know, 60 hours into the game and I still have not seen it all. I thought I had done all like the camps and all the infamous foes, and then when I was collecting some field guide pages, I'm like, no, there's still loads over here, you know? And I think as well, like, obviously I think you're gonna love this game a hell of a lot more if you like, or liked maybe when you were younger. Harry Potter. The novels, the books, whatever it may be. The movies rather. You're gonna love it that bit more, but I think even if you don't, it's just such an incredibly made game. I've also never seen this, like since when? Oh. Like never have I ever been here, seen this, and then randomly that you can't even get through it. How weird. Anyways, back to field guide pages is what we need. We also, where are we going? Should we actually just head down here? In fact, yeah, just keep going where we're going. See if we can maybe find a field guide page over here. Okay, so actually maybe this stream will be a bit longer than what I initially anticipated, simply based off the fact I did forget. Also, I don't even know if the field guide pages are more than what we need for the completionist. Like, if there's 30 in the Highlands and for whatever reason we only need the 15. That's what I wanted to check. Look, because this is what we need to do. We need to zoom out far enough to be able to go over to. See, look, field guide pages 8 of 8. Field guide pages, there is none there. Field guide pages 30. See, that's the thing that we might actually have. Let's okay. So we've got all the field guide pages in Glagmar. All of them in Craigoveshire. Manacate, we've got all of them. Wait, was that Merlin Trials actually? Oh, they don't even have them there. They don't even have them there. They don't even have them there. Ooh. Fair enough. Okay. Field guide pages, we've got all them ones. Okay, field guide pages, here we are. We have a 6 of 7 in the Feldcroft region, so it looks like we're going to be headed over here, but we will just also quickly double check. We had 8 of 8 here. We have 3 of 3 here. We have 1 of 1 there. 4 of 4 there. Nothing is in there. And 2 of 2 there. So yeah, that is confirmed. Oh. Oh dear. Looks like we have a stream that's trying to crash on us right now. That's what we need. I think we're cool. I think we're back in the room. Either way, let's head to where we needed to be headed for the final field guide page in the Highlands. Yeah, definitely tried to break on us a little bit there, but luckily OBS decided to fix itself, so I guess somebody was quite clearly on our side there. Thank you very much. I would not have been a happy bunny at all. Talk about a waste of 30 minutes. It's just me, so I don't have to say everything I've already said all over again. World's biggest intro. But anyways, we have 1 field guide page left. We are headed to the area to which almost 60 hours in, and I still don't access the map in the right way. Because what you should do is just press the back button on your controller. Right. The only thing is, yeah, we really do not know where this last page is going to be, obviously. Just make sure it's definitely this area. Field guide page. Okay, let's just actually push right into the middle of this, like up here, and we'll see. We'll see how we go. Revelio. If you randomly watch this and you've never played this game before, the importance of Revelio is huge. And actually, that reminds me of my recommendation. You will eventually see in this game, probably pretty early on into this game, chests with eyeballs. You have to go in invisible to be able to open them, right? But they have 500 coin. per chest. As soon as you get this game, as soon as you gain access to a broomstick that you can fly on, put an hour aside, go on IGN, pull up the locations of some of the eye chests, and just spend an hour and a half flying around, stacking up your monies, because around this time you'll also have the room of requirement. And my biggest recommendation before you start hitting heavy on the main story mode, side missions, whatever it may be, is to stack your coins hour and a half after finding these chests, and go straight to a requirement and buy the biggest potion tables you can get and the biggest herbology tables you can get. You might need to buy the blueprints from the gentleman who sells the blueprints somewhere in Hogsmeade. I forgot his exact name. But you want to buy the blueprints for those tables, get them in your requirement nice and early, and get things brewing for the potions and growing for the herbology tables, because they will help you massively as the game progresses. But I'm sure you already know that. Okay, now where do we headed? I really need to know where this last field guide page is. Okay, so now this is the funny thing, right? Funny, not funny, really. This is me not knowing where the last field guide page is, right? Can you imagine if I had streamed the 40 hours of or 30 hours of content I had done, like, off stream? It just, like, painful. Painful. What's up here? This looks like it could be a spot for something. Oh, there. This is it. This is our final field guide page. So of course we're just gonna have to quickly save the game here. And I tell you what, we will put it on its own entity. 56 hours, 31st of December, New Year's Eve. Our final field guide page of the Highlands. Final field guide page of the game. And we have the broken binoculars. These broken binoculars were left behind by muggles attempting to track what they suspected was an odd-looking bear, but what was likely a demiguise. They could not, for the life of them, understand how something could seem to disappear so quickly. That might take us to level 40. It does not. Interesting. But maybe it wants me to claim it? Nope, field guide pages, 100. Boom. Job numero uno. Done. It's crazy, we have 2% left of this game. Technically not, and I'll again touch on that when we get a little, continue to be more yappy. I suppose we will go and take down our last troll and our last mongrel. That probably makes the most sense. At this point, let me just quickly now get that saved. 31st, that is us here. Right, and next is a troll, and next after that would be a mongrel. So let's see what we've got near us, or maybe we'll just spice it up a little bit and we will just come over here and then have a look at our nearest troll and mongrel and things of that nature. Right. Now, in regards to a few of the things that I just really loved about this game, I will touch on that at the end when I do the little recap, like I said already. And like I said, it's not going to be a very long stream because of the reasons listed already. If you're randomly joining the stream now, I just highly recommend you to go back to the beginning of the stream and just listen to the first couple of minutes, because it will just give you a bit of an idea of exactly what this stream entails, and the whole kind of point of it today. We are looking for trolls. We are looking for mongrels as well as trolls. That's a troll there, just around the corner from us. Look at that. and away we go again. But yeah, I really am a fan of the flying on this, for whatever reason, as to why I probably couldn't tell you. But it's a tricky one because now I've said everything I wanted to say on the beginning. The rest of it I actually do just want to kind of save for the recap and the review at the very end. So we'll just take in our surroundings and enjoy it. You know, enjoy the masterpiece that is this. I'm gonna miss it so much, like, because even like not playing properly for a couple of weeks since our last stream, and then like really hitting it hard and doing all the behind the scenes stuff. I kind of feel like I want to let him hit me just one last time. I don't think, as much as I do love it, and after doing the 100% completionist aspect of it, I don't know if I will play it again. Maybe I do another run through in the future. I'm not sure, but we are now 15 of 15 trolls done. You have an uncollected reward. We are still not level 40, which is kind of mad because I was very much under the impression you only had to get one more category 100%, but nonetheless, here we are. We have the cushioning 3 unlocked. We are 3 on 3 of trolls, and guys, we have which could potentially be one more spell left to even use. Actually, no, not true. The secret requires a spell. Ignore me. Ignore me. Right. We are now on search for mongrels. Let's see if we've got any little mongrel den over here. Is that a mongrel den? It's a troll there. That's not a mongrel den at all. What's over here? Another troll. Wow, the trolls are busy. Down here. Mongrel lair. Lovely jubbly. And look, it's just up the road there. But yeah, I must say, the robe that kind of has this like golden shimmer on it, actually where we're standing right now is probably like the best it's looked. I know this slithering one looks like really nice, but obviously we're Gryffindor through and through, and that's why we've got the full fit on. So we've got like the best. Hold on a minute, it'd be easier if I just show you. Obviously legendary gear through and through as well. That's the one handle we're starting. That's the one that we are rocking at the moment. Just kind of compliments, should I say, the full fit. Also as well, let me just get my face out of the way. Level 39. This is kind of where we're at on attack, offense, and health. A lot of that is obviously primarily down to having stuff like this, as you can see. Trait slot level 3 with a triple upgrade. It's legendary. Granted, I'm obviously a little bit higher than level 34, but it was the best I had at the time. You can't really get much higher than I think 108 anyways on your like left side defense or offense, depending on the piece of clothing it is. But this is also one thing I'll touch on now. It probably just makes sense to do so. I'll put my face back up for it and we'll just look at something like face wear, for example. So you can obviously equip the piece of gear, if you will, and whatever you equipped is then going to have the defense and offense that, you know, will essentially contribute to your character. However, you can then press B, and you can then hover over and press X, and you can change the appearance of it. So although it can keep the qualities of something that's, you know, really good, but it looks awful, you can then come in and make it look really nice. And I am a real customization geek when it comes to stuff like this, and I probably spent more time customizing my character and my remove requirement than anything else. They are probably the things I had done the most, and to be honest, that red mask just matches really well the red fit. So that's what we will change to, and I think we're on hunt for a mongrel, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, no, customization, awesome. And then in the requirement, somehow you do not know this, there is a desk that you can add.
I should investigate.
Oh, was like, oh, that's not a beast I've seen before. It's magical hedge. But like, you see bits like this. Is this one of those bits? But look, it's just so. Oh no, I can't. Not one of those bits then. But there's like all these nice little like nooks and crevices, and just kind of nice. Fuck you them. Every time I'm just trying to give you an example of what it is, but even like this, right? It's beautiful. Just beautiful. I just want to like just come here and just, you know, fly just above water level. And then, you know, you can be in here and you can dive underwater, but I can't dive here for some reason. But either way, we can then just get out of the water on our broom. Like, and even as well, like this is the other thing. Let me see if I can show you this. Yeah, I can like just jump off to my death, but then quickly be saved by my broom if you're quick enough to kind of pull that out. I mean, I almost insta-failed and bailed. But anyways, we are not needing to click on the map because we know where we're headed. Look at this, like random little door.
Hello, Homura.
No idea. Let's have a look. I must say though, also one thing actually thinking about it now, because doing this little puzzle now reminds me of the likes of the picture frames with the butterflies that you have to do the collections for, and just generally like a few side quests that require a lot more than just one little, oh, can you go and speak to this one, or drop this off, or go and kill this, or capture this for me, or bring this back to me. Like the demigod statues, there's lots of them to find. That also adds another element of a collection task, if you will, which isn't it, then you're not essentially rewarded for that on the breakdown. Well, that was insanely a waste of time, wasn't it? Wow. All of that for some spectacles that are not even as good as the stuff that I'm already wearing now. Anywho, let's get out of here. Jesus Christ. Blinded by the lights. Alright, let's keep moving. And this is also another thing, like, watch this. Look. Look at it. So cool. It's like a little vendor, quickly load in the textures, do a bit of magic, like, I love it. Look at Matey, he's just having a little gander. Love it. And then like there's also loads of sections all throughout the map, these like little areas, little towns, little villages, and they're just so cute and whimsical and just freaking awesome. You can just so easily lose so much time just enjoying the game and just going around at your own pace, and a little bit of this, and maybe I'll do a little bit of this. And I just really love that. You know, I do this and I do it when I'm ready to do it. Oh no, there's only one mission. I mean, obviously, you know, since I was playing games, they've definitely come a long way, but that's our last mongrel down there. Did you know? And imagine that. Our last mongrel kill will be a barrel. Actually, no. I know what our last mongrel kill will be. Actually. It's not going to be that. I decided against it. It's going to be that. Oh, dear. And there you have it. I'm pretty sure our last mongrel kill was a barrel that just got launched into the Highlands. I tell you what that does mean for us though. Wait, let me just quickly see to this little one. Thanks so much. In fact, let me plan for just a moment. Nice little slow walk. Wow. 100% on combat. Didn't even save it before we got there. I guess we'll save it now. 100% on combat. That is officially done. Collected. Claimed. 100% combat. 100% quests. 100% FGPs. 100% RORs. We have 1 full percent left on exploration, and it's literally just the secret. What baffles me is how we are still not level 40. Can you not hit level 40 until you're... Unless we get it now? No. How crazy is that? You have to 100% it to get level 40? Well, there is no time like the present. Is there now? We have our final secret to take care of. I'm looking at that right now. So I guess we will just randomly kill this troll and then we'll do that.
Imperium. Crucial.
Look at them fighting each other. Bruh. That's the last time I'm getting hit on Hogwarts Legacy, that's for sure. See ya, bud. Some would say that was unkind. I would beg to differ. Our final secret, because I know there's only 3 and I know exactly where this one is over in Hogwarts. So we are gonna head that way now. I think it was this one. Yeah, Clock Tower. The final secret for Hogwarts Legacy should be here, and if it's not here, then we're gonna be here a while because I have no idea where the other ones are. Because we've done them so long ago. But from what I remember seeing, we just need this one. And there is symbols on the pendulum. However, I think we need to go higher. Okay, this actually might take a second to work out. How did you get up there? Up here? Nope. Oh, maybe we need to get in this room? Oh. Okay. I think they're facing this way. Yeah. So the first door is like this door, and it has the symbol, right? Yeah.
Potato.
Whoops. That was not it. So I need to, I think, wait for this to come down in line with the symbol.
Glacius.
No.
Accio. Glacius. Accio. Depulso.
Oh, maybe I need to get a fire move? Is that, wait, which is the...
Confringo. Glacius.
That in line with it now? Yeah, boom. Cool. Cool. Huskin statue. Ooh. Oh, that reminds me, actually, we didn't save it after getting our combat again, of course, on a new save. We're very weird over here. That's okay. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Just give me a second. Cool. I'm gonna do that afterwards. Sweet. Cool. Now we can unfreeze this one. The question is though, where's the next door? The only thing I'm not sure of. Wait. Now I'm very confused. Why is it showing chests? Oh, the chests are probably directly above my head, but that's the thing. How do you get up there? Unless it's like
Aloha.
maybe it's behind this door. Just not let me open it. Oh, butterfly thing there. Very confused about these bloody stairs. That was the room we just unlocked. And this we can't get anywhere from. And this has the stairs. Right bloody here. The only door we didn't check. Of course. Right, now that one is done, we now need to wait for...
Glaciers.
I don't know if that was in line or not, to be honest with you. Was the game happy with that? Nope. Not quite in line.
Confringo. Glaciers.
Yeah. Well, that's broken. That door should definitely be opening. Anyways, like I was saying earlier, this is the disillusionment then is what we need to put on there. Right, do there, boom. These are the chests I was talking about earlier, by the way, right? You need to just run your invisibility spell because I can't say the other word. These are the chests I'm talking about. 500 coins. You first get this game, you first get the remove requirement, and when you first get the broom, go on IGN, bring up the location for these, you'll thank me later. Just go and stack your peas. Going by the potion tables, going by the because it's the potion tables and the it's the potion tables and the herbology table blueprints, which cost a lot.
Confringo. Glaciers.
Sounds like something just was unlocking up there, didn't it? Didn't it? Oh, we've been up here. So we've probably literally passed the secret. Oh. Oh, let's see the door. One door, two door. One door. 3-seater sofas, finally. Do you know how long I've been looking for those 3-seater sofas and it waits till the final string to bless me with them? Crazy work. Anywho. The stairs continue to go up. Must still be a door or two to unlock. Okay, so that is our next door. So we now need to go up high, freeze the pendulum, go down one, I guess at least.
Glaciers.
Not sure if that's in line or not, to be honest. If not, we're just gonna go down and freeze it. Yeah, no. I think it just is easier to hit from down here though. So the second you can't see the symbols. Oh, it's the...
Confringo. Glacius.
Does that sound like... Yeah, it's opening. I can hear that. Solve Hogwarts sequence level 40. We've done it. We just hit 100%. I find it crazy though that you cannot hit level 40 until you 100% the game. Unidentified neck item, ending it with something legendary. Look at that. Level 40, 100%. Exploration. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And that's 100%, mate. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. And now, because we're maxed on that, what I want to know is if we now go to Hogsmeade and we go oh, by the way, to buy the blueprints, like I was saying earlier about herbology and potion tables, tombs and scrolls. Tombs and scrolls. I want to quickly pop in here because he always has like high graded gear, and now we hit level 40. I just want to see. I am kind of surprised we only got the one achievement. I thought that may have given us a couple. But I guess 100% is hitting level 40.
There. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
No, this stuff is all going to be level 100. Look. Oh, no. The gloves are. And the suit is. Wow, look at that. Level 40, level 40. So what's this? Level 40. But look. 110.
I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades.
So 112 there.
Disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise.
110 there. 108 there. And that puts us in a position to, oh. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Lovely stuff. What we are going to do though, we are going to... We do that now. So, fill guide page, we're done. Troll, Mongrel, we're done. Secret, we're done. Recap and waffle, we've done for the first part. Second part to finish with. Well, we've got a shiny offspring unveiling. And then, to be fair, that's going to be it. Really. Also, we haven't touched on talent points yet. I think now would be a perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Another thing I absolutely love, because it's important that I'm just scanning and having a look at it, because at my little recap and review bit at the end, there's some things that, like this, I completely forgot to include. This is awesome. Your talent point and where you can push and put those. Let me just quickly whack this on there, and then I can... Oh, what happened there? And then I'll carry on with what I was saying. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, spend all to bloody hell. doubling down on us there. Talent points. As you can see, level 40, 100% completionist. However, they hold back 12 talent points, which obviously means you can't just use all the talent points and expect you're going to get every single thing unlocked. Dark arts are the thing that is really just not worth your time nor investment, in my personal opinion. Maybe some of the stuff in the middle, definitely not the level 5 stuff. Level 16 potentially, if you're a dark art wizard, then that's completely up to you. But in my personal opinion, spending your first 10 points directly on the likes of your spell section and your core section are the way to go, followed by a realm of requirement stealth. In my personal opinion, you'll actually see a lot of people saying something very similar to that. But what I think is just so cool about the way they do it here is that you can reset the talent and it costs you coins to do so in case you make a boo-boo. So always recommend just kind of saving your game before you start spending your points. A lot of games be like that anyways. But obviously it means that you can really make your wizards kind of built in a way that you are using him. Maybe you are a dark art wizard, and opposed to wasting points on the likes of standard spelling and stealth, you want to go all in on dark arts, that maybe that just suits your playstyle or for that run through. That's awesome that it gives you the opportunity to kind of do that. So yeah. You know what time it is? It is time to head over to the room of requirement for the last time. For the last time this year, for the last time period, because the thing is, we had a really great time streaming this, and I think this game actually will always hold a kind of special place in my heart, considering it was the first game I ever streamed. And I'm like, so, believe it or not, so am I confident doing this. I'm like the biggest introverted extrovert going. Get to know me, fine. Don't know me, cause the chest can probably come across as quite an unsociable, shy guy. If you will, until you obviously get to know me. So this is very much outside my comfort zone. After doing this for a couple of months and knowing that my first ever stream was this game, and we were managing to finish the last stream of the year with this game too, it just made the most sense. And who's to say I don't stream it again on a harder difficulty, and we want to go against the grain and, you know, be on slithering and be dark art wizards, and who knows, never say never. And also the one thing I'm only a bit disappointed with myself about, I've done a lot of customization in here, believe it or not, but as the room of requirement expands, you obviously then want to kind of use different spaces dedicated to different stuff. And when we first got this expansion, I moved in all of the important things we needed. Yes, we have absolutely everything there is to get. You can't get anything else. You know, this is like the most insane science lab known to man. I just didn't really do much room, like wall decorations is the only thing that was really missing, because I'd done the floors and the main integrity of like the walls and the ceilings and all of that kind of stuff, and the stars and the colors, and obviously put all this stuff in. The only thing that I didn't just get the time to get around to doing was decorating the walls. So who knows, maybe in the coming weeks I will just randomly come on and be like, hey, we're going to customize a requirement. But again, kind of similarly as to why I decided not to load up in stream getting this all to 99% today, was because I just, like I say for the third time, I didn't think it would be the funnest thing to have me very vacant and out the room looking at IGN, hunting and finding all of these things. I thought it would just make sense that, you know, this should have happened weeks ago. One thing led to another, didn't get around to it, went straight into new games, into a rotation, kind of forgot about it a little bit, and then penny drop being like, damn, how on earth did we not 100% get our completionist award on that and hit level 40? But today we've done it. There is obviously one more thing that I want to show you, and then there's one more thing that I want to say, which is obviously the recap and the review. But yeah, what an insane game. I think I was going somewhere with that and lost my train of thought. Should we go and see some shiny beasts? So I have not seen what we're about to see. And it is the unveiling of the hopefully, by the way, because it took me hours, and I mean hours, based off reloading, changing the time of day, reloading, changing the time of day, to hunt the shiny unicorn and the shiny Graphorn. I ended up with like 2 shiny male Graphorns at first. I'm like, oh my god, just give me the female. This has already taken so many hours. Eventually got that, headed over to the unicorn from that exact spot, same load in. There was a golden female waiting for me, and I already had the male in the vivarium. So got lucky in the unicorn. The Graphorn, I think it took about just under 3 hours. And like I said, like, how fun would that have been? Me streaming, me just reloading into the game 3 hours to get a shiny Graphorn. Not the funnest. Now, one thing I mean, you mark my words, yeah. I know that when you have a shiny male or a shiny female and the opposing sex is non-shiny, that there is a probability that the offspring will be shiny. Now, from my experience so far, I have every single family shiny, and male and female offspring, like complete lines up for every beast. Obviously, apart from the phoenix, because you can't make them. I am yet to come across a shiny male and a shiny female that have not delivered a shiny offspring. If, for whatever reason, or the unicorn offspring or the Graphorn offspring is not shiny, then I guess, you know, that's on me, but only ever doing live streams and not editing full form content, because there ain't nowhere to hide behind this one. Without further ado, let's try and remember where we. That's the quite green one. Where's the beachy one? I'm pretty sure we've got something in the beach. Not this one, because that's the. Tell you what, we're gonna have a quick look at all the herbariums. Why not? Why not? I mean, look, shiny offsprings, hippogriffs, shiny thestral offspring, just so cute, so cute. Shiny thestrals, just full of shinies in here, you know. This is my least favorite variant, not because of the beast. I love the hippogriff and the thestrals, one of my faves. But I don't like it. It's dark and gloomy, and it feels like we're about to live into this game of zombies, which I love, but not in Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, very cool, very cool. We'll touch on the shiny and how the shinies and the beasts and the breeding and all that kind of stuff later on when I do the review or the recap or whatever you want to bloody call it. I don't really know at this point. So they were not in there. Let's try this one. Here's this one, I'm sure. Well, we know something is in here. At least I believe so, anyways. Come on. Oh, let's see it over there. And now close your eyes. Face this way. Oh. Oh, and there it is. Shiny unicorn offspring. Even Papa's rolled through. Would you look at that? Like I said, I do touch on it a little bit more at the end, but I'm a huge fan of collecting periods, and an even bigger fan of shiny hunting as an advocate for Pogo. Furza, welcome in to the final stream of 2025. And there we go. So anyways, before we got distracted by Furza, that is shiny unveiling number 1. That is our baby shiny unicorn. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Anyways, goodbye, my little unicorn friend. We have one more thing to do on this stream before we say goodbye until next year, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. No, it's not cool. It's bloody depressing, and it's very mad. Anyways, the final unveiling, which is our. Oh, please shine! Don't annoy me. Come on, it's all gone so well today. Yeah. Close your eyes and summon. And there he is. Oh my god, he's bloody cute. He's cute, man. Look at the golden horns on his back too. So cool. And obviously compared to Let's Also Get Over Mama as well. Everything is fantabulous. Berza, how are you doing? Are you all prepped and excited for your New Year's Eve celebrations? Don't forget to eat your grapes as fast as you can. Don't throw them in the air. But back to this Grapthorn unveiling. Can we just take a moment? Hands down, my favorite shiny offspring. That is just the cutest. Such a shame that you couldn't like put that in your mount selection. Okay. And just take it for a ride. But hey ho, and there you go. I'm kind of a little bit in awe, to be honest. Wow, look at them all around me. Look at them all around me. Awesome. Oh my god, I thought they were dead. They're just having a lovely nap. Is that male and female? Yeah, they were the breeders of the of this one for sure. Look at this little one. But I could literally probably just spend like another hour hanging out in my vivariums and just in awe about the beast and the shiny. Like when I because obviously I didn't look at any content prior to playing the game. So then coming in and playing it, it was just like, it's just so cool. It's levels, and there is levels to this game. Like I said at the beginning, it is a bittersweet symphony moment because the fun is real with this one. And 57 hours clocked. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame it's got all come to an end, really. Big shame. Big shame. Let me just quickly double check actually that I've not forgotten anything before we do our recap and our review and everything like that and all of that. Very sad stuff. Boom. Right. That's definitely it. That is definitely it. Grabhorn, Unicorn, Shiny Offspring reveal. Last FGP in the Highlands, done that. Final Hogwarts Secret, which was the Pendulum Clock Tower in the courtyard, we've done that. One Mongrel, one Troll. We had our last little flyabout. We've kind of touched on everything I wanted to touch on. Thank you very much, Verza. That's very kind. Yeah, we've touched on challenges, we've touched on the breakdown, we've given some tips and tricks and everything like that. I'm just trying to think. Touched on talent points, we touched on gear. Inventory, again, you know, they're very heavy on the collection on this game, so, you know, your inventory does end up being pretty busy. And I guess if you were, like, just absolutely obsessed, you could probably just have a great little time just like flicking through some of these letters. I mean, these ones are not very full, but it'd be cool to see ones that had a bit more text. I'm sure there was some towards the bottom that had a bit more text. I mean, maybe you want to look at that stuff, maybe not. We've obviously accumulated a hell of a lot of stuff that we didn't even end up using, but that is what that is. Quest items, we defo touched on that. Oh, it's the outpost, sorry. So I think these ones are the... No, ignore me. Are these just all tiny letters? Could have sworn someone sent a... Who used to yap a lot? Clearly none of them. Clearly none of them. Like, look at that alone. That's a lot to collect. I mean, I'm not being funny. Somehow I've hit 100% and I've not even apparently conjured everything there is to conjure. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Because those are just random more bits and pieces that you need to... Decorations and gameplay stations conjured in a requirement. Conjuration spellcasts can be found in collection chests and purchased in Hogsmeade. Some also hidden in butterflies and in vivariums. Alright. Cool. Listen, he's doing his best to do it. We've longed it out as long as we can, but at the end of the day, we're done and we are going to get this wrapped up. But just before we do, as promised, we're going back to my script. I just wanted to kind of give that final recap and my rating for anybody who cares. I guess a lot of the time you got to do things for yourself, and I am a man of my word to a certain extent, so I want to do at least promise and follow through with getting this finale in and getting my review. Now, the reality of it is that I was almost 3 years late to the wizarding party for this one. But it seriously holds up in 2025. We have almost 60 hours played, and my scone time rating is a 9 out of 10, without a shadow of a doubt. I think it loses 0.5 for the story, not being as kind of deep and as personal as it could have been. Again, my personal opinion, maybe also a minus of 0.2.5 for the woeful navigation, specifically in Hogwarts. And by that, it's just kind of primarily around when you're in map, when you're in Hogwarts, especially when you have certain like quests, whether it's side or main, a lot of the time it kind of shows certain flue flames being a lot closer than what they actually are, and then when you're in there, they're actually the furthest thing from being as close as you actually want to be, and that is seriously frustrating. It's not as bad as in the rest of the map, but I feel like it sucks, specifically in the Hogwarts area, and for that I deducted 0.25. And also another minus 0.25 for the ROR object mover. If you have OCD, you will cry with how long it takes to have things straight and symmetrical. Yes, it's a very niche and personal subtraction at the end of the day. That's my channel, so I'm going to take my 0.25 off the rating for that exact reason, because we're honest around here. But look, that's of course me being insanely nitpicky, super critical. A 9 out of 10 is still insane. And on the flip side, and moreover, it's an incredible and positive experience. I absolutely love the immersive and like kind of whimsical world of Hogwarts Legacy. Now, granted, I've kind of not played a Harry Potter game or around the Harry Potter franchise probably since like PlayStation 1, over even 20 years ago. But this gave me heavy nostalgia. And that's probably because of the novels and the movies I loved so much as a kid, which of course kind of gave extra points my end. But it's also just the amount of kind of levels to it. There is so many levels to it. There's always something to do, or to collect, or to challenge, to hunt, or to make, or improve, or just to enjoy and have fun with. Absolutely love the combat, absolutely love the spells. And when you get combos down and you actually get the hang of things, it really becomes so much fun to just play and just simply be in combat. Like we touched on earlier, I know we've kind of touched on a few of these bits, but it's just my recap at the end. Customization, gear, and the work for kind of upgrades and weavable traits is absolutely insane. I know I touched on that briefly earlier in terms of what you equipped and then what you can actually make that look like. It's very cool. And then also in terms of the traits and the weavable abilities and upgrades, it's awesome. And it just adds another whole element. There's so many levels. That's what I mean by levels. I don't mean like progressive levels. I mean there is so many levels to this shit. Understand me? If you know, you know. Like there's just levels to it. There's just so many things to enjoy and to be done. That took me off my train of thought a little bit. We touched on customization. Talking about customization, let's look at the removal requirement and the improvements that come from that as the game progresses, and just what can be done, including the likes of potion herbology work. You know, we touched on that also earlier as well, the importance of getting your coins up, doing the eye chests, and then stocking up on the likes of herbology tables and blueprints and potions. But again, it just adds another whole side of the game, which, to be honest, I came into this not really expecting. The collectibles, the side quests, the development, it's just all beaut, and that doesn't even include the vivarium side, which we literally just kind of finished off with there. The possibilities that are kind of over that side of the game with beast collecting and breeding, special extras like shiny hunting, like I very briefly touched on as a pogo advocate myself. I'm already an avid shiny hunter, so to kind of see that be a thing in this game, it blew my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And let's just be real, the kind of like the beast offspring, just like the cutest things in the game. Also, that doesn't actually include, I knew there was going to be something I forgot, the cat interactions. All of the cats that are just randomly around, more so Hogsmeade, that you can just kind of like interact with. As a cat guy myself, I absolutely love that. Whilst we quickly go back into Hogsmeade, just to have one final cat interaction, it just makes sense to do so. I'm just going to quickly finish off what I was waffling on with there. Let's just quickly wait. Let's take this back to daytime. What else do I need to say? Heart melting. And also, I know we've had a kind of few cherry on the cake moments in this little breakdown, if you would call that. And this is just my little brief recap at the end. Overall, I've kind of spoken for the majority of this stream being a very yappy one, explaining on exactly how amazing this game really is. But the last cherry on the cake is what I briefly kind of walked over earlier. And that was the mounts, and specifically the broomstick. I spent so many hours just flying up and down the Highlands. Quite a lot of that was for the hours spent in Field Guide page hunting and things of that nature. But equally, it's very easy to lose hours on end just enjoying that broomstick. No innuendo at all implied, but yeah, lots of fun. And I guess, as you can see, it's just a huge double thumbs up from me. Roll on Hogwarts Legacy 2, which I believe is confirmed, and obviously I of course look forward to catching everyone in the Highlands next term. But just before we do that, we would like to go and find a cat for our final cat interaction on our final stream of 2025, ending the year on the game we first ever streamed on the channel. Now, that is pretty cool if you ask me. There's normally a cat or two in the square, isn't there? Come on. Where's our final cat for our last cat interaction of 2025, our last stream of 2025, the last thing we will be doing on this stream today, if we can find one. Maybe there's a cat inside here. Very dark inside of here. But come on, there's probably got to be a cat beside the fire, no? Just chilling out. Clearly, they do not like cats in that house. Let me just see. Right, I know exactly what I need to say to you guys after this. But before that, where's our bloody cats? How strange. Normally, there's like loads of cats about. And now I've said, oh yeah, let's go and have our final cat interaction. There's not bloody one single one.
Revelio.
How weird. Where did all the cats go? How strange. Well, we're going to be here a little while now because I'm not going to continue until we find a cat.
What do we have here?
So where does that may sound? Funny actually, I remember being in the in a house somewhere in the lower part of the map, and there being a couple of cats just like in this really cozy house, and I was like, GG's, that is a bit of me. Tell you what, considering we are actually having one more thing to do before the stream ends today, I will put my earpiece back in whilst we hunt the final cat. Oh, and would you look at that? Look, you just press X on all these cats, and he just has like a really cute little moment. Going away. Love that. And you can find that up and down the whole of the game, which is like really cool. And I think that would be my final cherry on the cake in terms of what I need to say about this game. So we are officially going to wrap it up here, folks. But just before we close up shop, in case you didn't know, we are live every single day, 7 days a week over on the Scone Time channel. So if you watch this live and direct or at a later date, I of course love you all just as much. But if you watch my videos and you enjoy them even just a tad, do your boy a massive favour. Dropping a like and or a sub is massively appreciated. Takes less than a second, it costs you nothing, does bits for the channel, and it means the world to me. So thanks to everybody, or anybody should I say, who stopped by today. I will of course be back tomorrow. Same place, same time, but new year with a new game, of course, that we're yet to stream on the channel. Very much looking forward to this one. I wish you and yours a beaut New Year's, and I will see you next year. As always, my people, it's been Scone Time, it's been Hogwarts Legacy. Thanks for your time, and I will see you next time. Peace. And Happy New Year!
Lovely report, the owner. Very friendly man.
Perhaps we'll pop into Steepley, shall we? I just got a tea.
Oh no.